This was a moment that Spartan fans not only remember for their sake, but it really, third year in the program for you, it really set a tone, I think, when this happened, because they called it the play of the year, and it went on to win an ESPY, and all those different things that come from it. When you see the finalization of this play, where does it take you back to?
Well, it takes me back to the situation. We got sacked on third down, really, and it sort of put a situation into Dan Conroy's hands as the kicker that it was going to be a 48-yard field goal or 49, and he was a new kicker, and we had worked on the other thing, on the Little Giants thing, and sort of felt like it would work if we executed. And although it was overtime and no time on the clock and all that, I had all those theatrics with it. I just thought that the pressure needed to be on Aaron Bates as a senior at that time, and not on a redshirt freshman kicker. Yeah. And so it was a longer kick, and I just felt pretty positive about it, and I had to make a split-second decision, so sort of shrugged my shoulders and said, okay, Little Giants. And I don't think everybody sort of took a double look at me, but
How come you don't have a name like a Mad Hatter or another coach's? You've done the trick play thing before, and I'm kind of surprised that you haven't come up with one yet. You have one for yourself?
No, I don't. I do not. So I don't know.
Brian Kelly calls your team, it gives credit where credit's due, calls you guys very tough, very physical. You expect to get hit in the mouth by Michigan State when you played them. He said that yesterday. Is that what you want people to remember about your program? Is that something that you really take?
Well, I more importantly to me is toughness is a mental thing. I want people to remember about Michigan State is that we're going to play it out. We're going to play it out, and we're going to compete. And I don't care what game we play in, that we're going to rise up and play hard, and we're going to do the very best we can. We're not going to back away or shrink from any competition or event in a particular game. So that's the biggest thing. After that, the wins and the losses, they're going to come either way. They're both going to come. But I think that you've got to be confident in yourself first of all, and you've got to play up. You got to measure up.
What's your favorite part about this rivalry? What's the one thing about Notre Dame that really kind of makes you smile just like that?
You really don't know what's going to happen. I mean, really. I mean, even that play we just talked about. But you can go back to 4th and 10, and Jeff Smoker hitting Herb Haygood. I think it was in 2000 when everything had no offense the whole game, and all of a sudden we hit that play. And or you can go back and look at the plays that they were talking about. We're on the 10, we're driving and they pick the ball off or something of that nature. So you really don't know what's going to happen in these games. You just get ready.
Who's ready most? Tyler O'Connor to get back out there and put another game? It feels like it's been, like you said, 6 weeks we played one game. It's right. Like, is he ready? And along the lines, his offensive line, the receiver, is everyone just ready to get out there and
I think,
going?
Yeah, I do think we're ready. I think we've practiced, we've worked hard, especially last week. We've worked extremely hard and pushed them. There's been time to sort of sit and digest what happened in the first game. So it's time to take another step. So we'll find out a little bit more about ourselves as we continue to go throughout the season, and that's the way every season is. If you look back at our seasons, you hope that you get better as the season progresses, and that's our plan.
I've been wanting to ask you this question probably since the first time we've had a chance to talk to you, but does this team remind you at all of going into a season like that 2012 Rose Bowl turning season where you went to Notre Dame and you didn't have the success, but you had, in my opinion, you had the similar, like, defense is going to carry, your offense needs to find itself, and then if it does, good things can happen. Is this kind of one of those seasons in your perspective?
2013 season?
Yeah.
We're going to find out. I don't prognosticate seasons. I just don't do it. I leave that for the experts.
Oh, are you looking at me with that?
Yeah.
Wow, high praise there.
But I really don't. I just look at teams and say, okay, this is who we play. Let's get ready to play these people, and let's see, because injuries play a part in things. Young players develop. So you really don't know what you have until you get farther on down the line a little bit, and then your football team starts to develop a reputation in some respect or other. So I think those are the things that we're trying to figure out right now.
We'll see you in South Bend on Saturday night.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
As always.